Welcome everyone to my channel BioWorld once again. So we will be continuing with the chapter Excretory System. In the last video I discussed about the structure of nephron, that is a unit of kidney, and I told that I would be coming with a video which will be on mechanism of urine formation. That is very important in terms of your examination, in terms of your syllabus, both for the boards and for the NEET preparation also. So what happens in this nephron, how the urine is formed, what are the different steps under the urine formation. So we need to understand this basically, that the formation of urine is not in one step. It involves a number of steps, and there are main three steps to understand. What are they? Starting from the first one, let me tell you the names, and then I would be starting with the description of those stages. So the first stage is glomerular ultrafiltration. Please mention the word, please do understand glomerular ultrafiltration or filtration. Glomerular means this is the structure which is tuft of capillaries inside the cup substructure called Bowman's capsule, and here the process of ultrafiltration of the blood takes place. Now this is the first step. We'll be discussing more broadly on it. We'll go to the next name of the step, that is next one is selective reabsorption, which takes place in this tubular structure of the nephron. And ultimately the last step, which is tubular secretion. Now we need to understand, in mammals too much of tubular secretion does not take place, but still little traces of some ions and medicines, it comes through it. So these are the main three steps. Ultimately when urine is formed, it goes into the collecting duct. So we'll start with the glomerular filtration. Now why it is ultrafiltration, we need to understand. Now you know that the blood is been brought into this glomerulus through the afferent arteriole by the wider structure of it, and it passes through the three layers of the structure. One, which is the endothelium layer of the glomerulus. Secondly, it is the epithelial layer of the Bowman's capsule, and the third one, which is in between these two, is the basement membrane. Now in the Bowman's capsule there are small slit-like spore-like structure called podocyte cell, and this cell helps in the filtration of the blood. That is, except the protein part of the blood, most of the plasma constituent get filtered here in the Bowman's capsule. Now the diameter difference between the afferent and efferent increases the fully, that is hydrostatic pressure there inside the glomerulus, which ultimately give rise to GFR, that is glomerular filtration rate. Because of this spore-like structure, the blood get filtered into the Bowman's capsule. This is known as glomerular filtration. Now what is the, how much blood it is filtering? So around 1200 to 1100 blood every minute is filtered, but in whole day it is 180 liters. But what is the average amount of urine output in an adult? It is nearly 1.5 liter to the maximum of 2. So what we understood, that maximum of the filtrate, that is maximum of the electrolytes or the water, gets reabsorbed back into the blood again, and that goes through the next process called selective reabsorption, which takes place here in this tubule. Now you can see PCT is one next structure which ultimately helps in the process of selective reabsorption. I wrote here, you have to understand, 70 to 80% of the electrolytes, that includes water, also get reabsorbed into the PCT. So you can understand that PCT do not allow maximum flow of the electrolytes. Okay, and what is a tubular secretion? Tubular secretion, that from the blood it passes into the tubule. Selective reabsorption means from the tubule into the blood. So the arrow says the differences, you can see. So what are the things which get reabsorbed? That is ions like bicarbonate, electrolyte like sodium chloride, water, potassium ion. So maximum of the water get absorbed or reabsorbed in the PCT. And what are the ions which helps in tubular secretion? That is hydrogen and ammonia. Now you can say that ionic balance is also maintained, that is osmolarity of the formation of the urine is also maintained over here. Then we'll go to the loop of Henle. Now you can say this is the descending limb and it is the ascending limb. Now there are differences here. Now what happens in the differences means that descending limb is permeable to water but impermeable to ions, whereas ascending limbs, they were impermeable to water and permeable to ion. So that creates a difference which helps in maintaining the ionic balance of the blood. Now you can see these are the capillaries or the peritubular capillaries. The parallel structure is called vasa recta, which helps in the counter current mechanism of urine formation here. Now counter current mechanism means that whatever the ions are being reabsorbed is transferred back here by the vasa recta. That creates a counter current mechanism. On counter current mechanism, I would be making a small video again. So we'll go to the next one. DCT helps in reabsorption of sodium, water, hydrogen, potassium and ammonia, and little amount of water even. So we understand DCT also helps in reabsorption. Next we have to understand that tubular secretion also is including. So please understand the arrows. So next from the DCT, the filtrate ultimately is formed urine. That is, we can say that maximum of the reabsorption has taken place. Small traces of urea also get reabsorbed, but maximum it remains, and then it passes into the collecting duct. Collecting duct also helps in large amount of water reabsorption to produce a concentrated urine. So ionic balance, the pH balance of the urine is also maintained over here by the selective secretion of hydrogen and potassium ions. Now whenever there is the reabsorption process taking place, there are some hormones which plays a vital role. That is one of the most important hormone is ADH, that is antidiuretic hormone or vasopressin, which is secreted from neurohypophysis, that is posterior part of the pituitary. Now which get influenced by hypothalamus. So whenever there is production of urine or making it concentrated or dilute, ADH plays a maximum role. So when in summer we sweat a lot, ADH helps in water reabsorption, preventing diuresis. So these are the hormones. Even renin plays an important role, helping in increasing the blood pressure in GFR. Whenever GFR, that is glomerular filtration rate, decreases, renin from the cells of the cortical cells of juxtaglomerular apparatus is secreted, producing the GFR rate, which ultimately increases the blood filtration. So ultimately urine is formed here. Urine passes into the collecting duct, then it is collected into the renal pelvis. From there passes to the ureter, drain into the bladder, remains stored there, and then through the reflexes or reflex mechanism, micturition takes place. That is the expulsion of the urine out of the body. So this is where the mechanism of urine formation. Hopefully you find this video helpful. Thank you for watching it. Please do like, share this video with your friends, and I would be making more video on such important topic for your examination and study purpose. Thank you.